Hi, and welcome to Hutchinson News. Today we're going to be talking about political parties, alright? Here we have the Federalist and the Anti-Federalist. You see, these were the first two founded political parties. The Federalists wanted a very loose interpretation of the Constitution. The Anti-Federalists wanted a very strict interpretation of the Constitution. Alright? You see, the Federalists, they wanted a national bank because it would favor the rich people and it would not favor the poor farmer/poor class.
Light beard.
Because the farmer/poor class did not have enough money to be put in the national bank, and the businessmen did. All right, and they did not want a national bank because it would not favor their most valuable votes, the farmer/poor class. All right, the Federalists were founded by Alexander Hamilton, and he was also the leader of the Federalists. Thomas Jefferson was the founder and leader of the Anti-Federalist because he grew up one of the farmer/poor class, and he grew up one of the businessmen/rich class. All right, you see, these two fought about how to interpret the Constitution because the Anti-Federalists, they wanted a very strict interpretation. They wanted all the laws and stuff locked down, and the Federalists wanted all the laws and stuff to be like loosey-goosey, like you break this law, you're okay. You see, if that flew in the Anti-Federalist land, you'd be locked up in jail like that. All right, the next thing they talked about is how to run the economy. All right, the Federalists wanted the rich businessmen to be the bankers and stuff to run the economy. All right, the elastic belt is the analogy. Like if you're an Anti-Federalist, that belt's gonna be tight. If you're a Federalist, that belt's gonna be pretty loose because you take your Thanksgiving dinner. It's gonna be pretty loose. All right, and then the Anti-Federalists wanted the economy to run by the farmers and poor class because there were more of them. That way, they can get more votes and they can have the economy run better in their mind. All right. So let's have it like an analogy type thing. Let's say I'm a Federalist, and Gunnar here. This is Gunnar, by the way. Gunnar here is an Anti-Federalist. All right. Let's say I'm in Congress right now, and I put my vote towards the Federalist nominee, and he puts his vote towards the Anti-Federalist nominee. Okay. You see, we're going to start arguing the entire time because he votes for all this stuff, and I vote for all this stuff. Okay, and that's not going to go well. All right. So the next big thing about Anti-Federalists and Federalists was that these two, Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson, they were both in Washington's cabinet, and they would just buck heads the entire time about what's going to happen. All right. So let's say George Washington wants to add a new law. All right. Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson are going to vote against it. And this one instance, Alexander Hamilton proposed a national bank. Thomas Jefferson was just arguing at him the whole time. So they had to get George Washington to come in and decide it, and he voted in Alexander Hamilton's favor. Okay? And that's all we have. That's all.